Bubba, stop. You're killing me. Oh, I know where it's at. It's in my gym bag. It's in my gym bag. I need to go pee in between this. Hi, friend.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Has Miss Gwen got on?
No, she hasn't got on yet. Did
Okay.
you send her
Let
the
me,
link? Check
huh?
on her so that way well, because sometimes it might be, I feel like it's difficult sometimes for some people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let
So
me,
check on her, and if we gotta walk her through it, we can do it. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm still here. I just
Okay.
paused my camera.
Okay. Miss Gwen, get on. We're waiting for you. What, baby?
Oh, I see her. I see her.
Okay, good.
I see her. I see her.
Well, I was there.
Oh, what happened? There we go.
It's coming.
Disconnect.
We might have to pause our. Wait, yeah, no, I'm not.
Disconnect. Disconnect the other device.
Wait, hold on.
Ooh.
Pause your mic.
Disconnect.
I am. Hold on.
I'm seeing y'all, but I can't hear y'all.
Can you hear me now? My God, I have no idea what is the problem. Let me see. Miss Gwen, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now. That echoing though. My mic was muted, but it still get that echo. Jules, I'm gonna text you from my other phone and tell me what am I doing.
I don't hear you at all, Rhiannon.
Can you hear me? It's Miss Gwen's thing. I don't know. It's echoing. I'm not sure.
Oh, that
Try it
echo and I
without
can't
those
deal with it.
headphones.
Okay, can you? Her mic is echoing. I don't know if it's what it is. I'm not too sure. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? No.
What is that echo? I don't either.
I'm not sure. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's still that echo.
Yeah, I don't know what the echo is. I don't know. Miss Gwen, do you have a pair of headphones that you can use?
Wow, that's annoying.
Yeah. It's not watch, hold on. No, it's not me. Watch. It's not my thing. Okay, I think that's much better now. Nope, it's not. It's like
Is you got headphones or something?
oh, my headphones are off. It's like if your I don't know why your mic is echoing. It's your
Because it
mic.
stopped a while ago and now it's back on again.
Can you pause your mic real quick? Pause it.
Huh?
Pause your mic. Yeah, it's your mic. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the issue is. I'm not too sure what it is. Do you have a set of earphones that maybe you can use? Because it's with your mic. It's your mic that's making that looping. Oh, I can hear you better now. Can you hear me? Why is it doing that?
It's still making that noise.
Oh, weird. I don't know how to fix it. Hey, Jules says to log completely off and get back on. Get off and then get back on. Yeah. Okay. Hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because that echoing was something awful.
I know, it was crazy too. Okay, so I better now. Okay, Miss Gwen. So I would like for you to introduce yourself and then just tell whatever you want to tell, and we might have a couple questions, and that's probably it. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me.
There we go.
There you go. We're good. No need.
Thank you.
I thought I had lost you.
Hello.
Hi, Jules.
Hi, Miss Gwen. I'm glad you got back on.
Yeah, that echoing, I couldn't handle that. It was irritating.
It was hurting.
Yes.
It's like if your brain is cycling that.
Yeah, it had me going.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is anybody else joining in?
I don't know. I don't think so. Miss Helen was supposed to come. Remember Helen Rodriguez?
Yeah, I remember
But
Miss Helen.
she's not. I don't see her. So. Whenever Jules gets back on, you can start. Or
Hold on, I'm putting
how you been, Miss Gwen?
I've been good, babe. I just been sitting here trying to finish getting this house together. It's gonna take me a minute because it's just me.
Aw.
And I'm going through stuff and throwing out stuff that I don't need and don't want and selling stuff that I don't want and don't need no more. And I'm just like, I want this to be over.
That's hard, right?
It is. I am done moving. This is the last and final move. This house can fall down to the ground. I am not moving no more unless that happens. Other than that, I am stuck in this house. This is too much. My old tired body cannot keep doing all this moving. That's too much for me. I swear.
All right, I'm on.
Okay.
Let me put my eyes on because I can't see nobody. Huh?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. But first of all, my name is Gwen Monroe. Everybody either call me Mama Gwen, Miss Gwen, or just Gwen. I started my journey back in 2000. I take that back. It wasn't 2000. It was 1998 when I started my journey going to prison. I did the first time around for 2 years. I came out, I did good, got caught back up, let it get me caught up again. Second time I went, I did 5.5 years. And after that, that was it. But as far as the jail time in county jail, which I started out at MDC before they turned it to, BCDC before they turned to MDC. I was pretty cool with the CEOs. I didn't have no problems, because as long as you stay to yourself and do you and don't worry about what the next person doing, you'll make it. So that's what I did. When I got to prison, I knew a group of people there that I knew from the streets, so I was okay with that, but I just didn't want to be there. I would rather be at home. But I had to do my time for the crime that I committed. Okay, I got through that first 2 years. It was okay. You always gonna have somebody that's gonna cause problems for you, but I just let them do what they do, and I just kept on pushing, doing me. So the second time around, I let myself get caught up again, which I made that my last and final time. And I said, I can't do this no more because I refuse to have my grandkids coming to a prison to visit their grandmother. That's not the life I wanted them to see me as. So after that, I did my 5.5 years. I came out, I stayed out. And my life have got better. I went back to work doing hair in the salons and stuff. and I stayed out. I've been out now for going on 8 years, and I've been off paper for 5. Well, 6 now. 6 years I've been off paper. And my dad passed away in 2018, and he left me the house. I fixed it up. I sold it. I moved back home to Texas to leave all that life behind me in Albuquerque, because I know if I stayed there, I could end up back in the same predicament I was in the beginning. So I didn't want to go there. I left all that life behind me, and I moved on with my life. And now I'm living in another home that I bought, the second home I bought here in Texas. And it's just me and my 2 little Chihuahua puppies, Carmelo and Venus. And I have been living the happy life since, just me. No man, none of that. I don't even need all that in my life. I don't need that drama. Jules, you blessed. Everybody else ain't been so lucky. So you very, very blessed. One day God gonna send that man to me, but right now he just ain't here. So I ain't pushing it. I ain't gonna rush it. When it comes, it comes.
That's right, Miss
That's right,
Gwen.
Miss Gwen. So, I see these women running around here acting like they can't live without a man. Baby, I can. Oh, yes, I can. It ain't that serious.
That's
My
right.
life is too peaceful because I can go to bed when I want to. I can get up when I want to. I can go when I want to. And I ain't got to answer to nobody but Gwen.
That's right.
That's right. So
Mhm.
that's the life I love, and that's the life I'm going to continue to live with me and God as my almighty powerful man.
So tell
So
us
tell us
about your
about your
experience in
experience in
CCA.
CCA. My experience in CCA, I tried to make it the best I could. I mean, I did. I got along with a lot of the CEOs. I didn't have no problem with a lot of the CEOs. It was a few, like little Miss Jimmy. Oh, she thought that she was all that
Oh,
back
Miss
then.
Gwen.
Till she got a chance to see what it's like to be on that other side. Now she don't feel that way. But other than that, at CCA, it was okay. I mean, I had one person that I really didn't really care for, and I'm not gonna name her. And I know everybody know who she is, but she always wanted to accuse me of her man. And I'm like, baby, you got him, you can keep him. I don't want him. I had my try with him, and he wasn't worth the time of day that I gave him. So, other than that, I got along fine. I mean, everybody else, I had good control with everybody. And I mean, it was some in there that just thought that they could try to see if they can punk you. And it was a few of those. But now that they out here on the streets and they see me on Facebook, oh, hey, Miss Gwen, hi, Mama Gwen. Oh, now I'm all them things. But when I was in prison with you, oh, you were trying to act like you was Billy Badass. But now you're not that person. Because now it's a whole different ballgame. We're not in prison no more. I can reach out and touch you if I wanted to. But I don't even want to go there. It ain't even worth my time. So to each and all that made it out of there and made it survival, if you can stay out, that's good for you. If you can't, then all I can do is pray for you.
That's right.
That's
What
right.
do you think the key to success is staying?
Huh?
What do you
What do you
think is
feel
the
is
key
the
to
key to
success to
success
stay
to
out?
stay out? First of all, you got to come out with the mindset that I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to let nobody drag me down. And if you've come across them people that's trying to go back into that old life that you used to live, you need to cut them off and let them go. That's the only way you're going to make it, because that's what I did. I cut them all off. I'm like, hey, don't get me wrong. When I came out, a lot of my old clients that I used to sell to, they hit me up like, is you back in business? No, ma'am. I'm not doing that no more. That's my old life. I got a new life. And this life is going to take me further than that life did. Because I got grandkids that I thought about and I care about, that I refuse to let them see me on that side. I want them to see me out here on the streets living my life to the fullest. And that life right there, you can't live it if you living in there. Keep constantly going back and forth in there. It ain't even worth it. Violating your parole just to go back. Ain't no woman nor no man worth all of that.
Right.
Right.
So
So
how did
it's a
you
mindset
survive
thing.
in prison?
How did I
All
survive?
those
I lived.
days, yes,
Yes.
all those
All
days and
those
all
days
those
and
years
all
that you
those years
spent
that you
in there,
spent
what
in
did you
there,
do
what
to
did you do
occupy
to
your
occupy
time?
your time? What did I do to occupy my time? I stayed to myself. I watched TV, and if they didn't want to watch something that I wanted to watch, then I let them have it. I go in my room and I sit and I kick it or listen to my radio and hey, do me. Cause ain't nobody worth me losing no time behind. Nobody. Even though a lot of girls pushed me there, I had to sit in my bed and turn over, grit my teeth, and cry about it because I want to beat the brakes off of them. But I didn't allow them to take me there because they not worth my good time. And I showed them better than I can tell them because the majority of them have went back. And I ain't been back since I left in 2015.
So what do you
So
think
what do
is
you
the
think
most
is the
drama
most drama
being in a
being
women's
in a women's
prison?
prison? The biggest thing is that the women that claim that they like women is actually liking the CO, the male COs.
Oh,
Yeah, that was their biggest thing. Oh, that's my honey. Oh, that's my baby. I'm like, well, honey, if you want him, keep him. If you can get him, but you must remember where you at. You here? He's going home. He's not taking you. And man, granted, from the time I went to first time I went to prison in 1998, and I went to Fort Stanton. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I seen a lot of COs sleeping with the inmates, but it wasn't my job to say nothing. That ain't my job. That ain't my thing. So we left from Fort Stanton. We went to Santa Fe to the South facility. I seen it all over again. Still didn't say nothing. I was cool, and they was trying to get me involved with this one CO. His name was Felipe Candelaria, and he was half black and half Spanish. And granted, he was a sexy ass man. Don't get me wrong, he was very sexy. But like I told him, I said, this is his livelihood. I refuse to take that man's livelihood for him for a one night stand. If that's your thing, then I'm happy for you. And I seen that with a lot of women in there. I said, but I'm not that, and everybody time Felipe would call me into the office, I'd be like, leave the door open because I don't want nobody thinking we doing nothing up in here. So if a CEO walk by and they ask what you doing in here, we conversating. That's it. That's all. But we are not going to be with each other. I said, now if we kick up on the streets after I'm out of here, that's a whole different story. But I refuse to mess with you while I'm in here. And I've seen a lot of CEOs lose their jobs behind that very thing. From CCA to Western, back to CCA. I said, never, not me. Mm-mm.
So
I
what
wouldn't
was
do
it
it.
like for you doing all those moves?
It was irritating, but what can I do? That was the system. Now, we had the worst warden ever, Miss whatever her name was. I can't even think of the woman's name because she bugged me so much. I
Miss
couldn't stand
Hickson.
it. Yeah, Miss Hickson. I couldn't stand that lady with her gold digging butt. But other than that, her, then Mr. Lopez, and I mean the CEOs over at Western, most of them came from CCA. So Callahan, all of them, they all knew me. So it wasn't no problem. So I was okay.
Which
Which
facility did you like
facility did you
better?
like better? Actually, I like the Western better
Why?
because a lot of the CEOs over there came from CCA, and they was the coolest CEOs that understood that if you stay to yourself and mind your business, you ain't gonna have no problems. And they knew me like that until a certain individual came, and I can't stand her, and that was Keisha Johnson. I could not stand that girl, and I still don't care for her till this day. May God keep her in peace and whatever she's doing. But that is one female I never want to be around ever in life because she's messy. She's a liar. She likes to cause problems and change it over. She had a lot of the females at Western mad at me because she had them thinking that I was snitching on them, and it wasn't me. It was her. So when it came down to it, about all the girls that was messing with the CEOs at Western. When she finally left and a lot of the girls got to leaving, a lot of them hit me up after I hit the streets and they like, I want to apologize to you, Miss Gwen. I said, for what? They said, because Keisha Johnson had us thinking that you was telling on us, and Scotty, the what you call it, the one that find out if you're doing whatever you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
He told Marisol Gamboa. He said it wasn't Monroe. He said it was Johnson. Keisha Johnson told on all of y'all, and she blamed it on Monroe. So Marisol got to tell everybody, and they was like, Miss Gwen, I am so sorry. I said, hey, it's all right. I told y'all was playing with the devil when y'all was messing with that girl because she was lying to you. She went as far as going back to CCA when they got ready to ship us all back to CCA. She went back and told a whole bunch of people that she had left me her MP3 player to give to them because she had sold it to them and got their money and left. So when I got to CCA, they like, Miss Gwen, do you have that MP3 player from Keisha Johnson? I'm like, what is you talking about? Keisha Johnson said she left with you. I said, Keisha Johnson ain't left nothing with me. I said, because me and Keisha Johnson don't talk. They said, well, I paid her for it. I said, well, you just got because I ain't got nothing. I said, I don't even own an MP3 player. I won't pay for that generic little thing. That's too much money for me to be paying for one. So yeah, she did. She was sitting up there when we was in F1. She would wait till people go to the chow hall, and she was going in their boxes and was taking their food.
Wow.
She was doing a lot of dirt at CCA. And when she finally left and everybody figured it out, I said, well, it's too late to say something about it now because y'all had that opportunity. I told you that girl was a big liar. She was a thief. She was stealing people's food. When they go to the chow hall, she was going in people's boxes and stealing their food.
What do you think is the most hypocritical thing in prison?
Doing your time by yourself and not trying to be caught up in nobody else's mess. If a lot of people can do that, they'll make it a long ways. They can do that time with a breeze. But I'm gonna put it to you like this. The saying that goes, misery loves company.
Yeah.
A lot of them women was miserable and they want to make everybody else life miserable. So you got to cut them loose.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I said, if you don't talk to me, I don't care. I'm still going home. You gonna be here, but I'm still going home. So it don't make me no difference.
So
That's how I learned to do it.
what is the most craziest story you heard in CCA?
Oh, let me tell you about the craziest one. I can't remember old girl's name, but she had acne all over her face and a whole lot of tattoos. And that CEO, he had acne all over his face. And they put her in SIG because I don't know who told it, but somebody told him that she was sleeping with him. Come to find out, he gave her STD. So when they took her to medical, because you know when you first go in, they run all kind of tests on you to make sure you clean.
Right.
So they took her to medical, and they asked her, how did you get this STD? And she wouldn't tell them. Where the fatal mistake come? Them damn cameras. They seen him when he came and got her, took her out, had sex with her, took her back to her unit, and let her go back in. And that's how they caught her. And he got fired on the spot.
Oh my.
She had an STD. And I used to go in there and see her and say when Mr. Lewis would take us back there to do haircuts.
Wow.
And I looked at her and I just shook my head. I said, was it worth all of that? To get an STD and then to get stuck back here and say it? I said, he's gone now. I said, they fired him. She did they?
I wonder if they took good time because like that
They did. They took some of her good time. She spent the rest. I don't know how much they took from her, but she stayed back there in SEG until the day she got ready to leave.
Oh yeah.
She stayed in SEG. They wouldn't let her back out in population.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
like it's because if something would have happened to her, because she was hooking up with the cops, they could have kind of prison. I think it's a security breach, but I'm not sure.
Well, he got fired, but they did file charges against him for sleeping with an inmate. Because it hit the news, and when it hit the news, they told us, they made us shut all our TVs off so we couldn't see it. because it was on the news. They wouldn't let us see it because they arrested him and he got booked in the Grants County Jail.
So what did you think about the commissary?
Commissary sucked and it was too damn expensive.
What
Right?
would you
It was
think
not
should
all of that.
change?
Huh?
What do you think should change?
Actually, a lot. They should be more aware about the women than they do the men because, first of all, women go through bras and panties and socks like crazy. And they want to give us issues only every 6 months.
Oh
And
my
like me, I have big breasts. And Miss Hickson would only allow us 3 freaking bras. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if our family buy them and send them to, no, they can't do that. We won't allow that. Well, bitch, you don't want us to have none either. Everybody ain't got little bitty titties. You know, some of these women got heavy, oversized breasts, and we can't wear these little cheap bras you got sending in here to us. I hate the way they treated us for our personal items like that.
Right?
Right?
Those are things that we like.
Huh?
There are things that we can understand, you know.
Yes.
Other
And see, like
state issue when we went.
yeah, state issue. They was wrong, and like I was allergic to wool, and it was in my medical record that I was allergic to wool.
Me too.
So they really got mad at me, and the nurses in there told them that black guy, the one that Lulu Webb said that he slept with her, the black nurse, the one that was over medical, he's the one that had them to do the test on me with a piece of wool. And when they seen how bad I broke out from it, he said she cannot have wool blankets. She got to get the cotton ones. And they gave me like 4 of them. And they didn't even want to give me them. They just wanted to give me one. I said, y'all for real? I said, it's freaking cold in these rooms. And y'all only want to give me 1 blanket. So I went back to him and I told him, he said, don't worry. He said, I got you, Miss Monroe. He went back and he got me 3 blankets and he signed them on each blanket. This is to stay with her until she leaves. He was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
You know, I just couldn't believe that all the girls in there would try to do whatever they can do. I'm like, you go on to SEG if you say that you slept with one of the guards or anybody, any employee in there. So why would you want to do that to yourself? And then Lulu tried to get everybody in God's pod to say, yeah, he did sleep with her. And them girls told her, no, we're not going to lie for you because we ain't seen nothing. So
what do you think about medical?
Medical is a bunch of crap. You can be on your deathbed and they'll still let you die. God bless Miss Bustos' poor heart because that's where she died at. Miss Bustos and Miss Neely. Yeah, medical is not.
Granted her parole, she would have been home with her family. And she would probably
And Miss Hickson is the reason why her parole was never granted. And they got proof that Miss Bustos had nothing to do with that murder that her son committed. And they still made that woman stay there. Nope. I did. I seen too much in there. I mean, I seen like what's her name that died in there? That was Gina's best friend, the lady, the older lady. I can't even think her name to save my life. I can see her face in my head. She used to work in the library with Sonia.
Gina.
She died. Not Gina. Gina died on the streets.
Oh.
Not Gina. It was before Gina. I can't think of her name to save my life. But she was a sweet lady. She was an older lady. She died at the infirmary in Los Lunas. Along with the black girl that used to work. And along with the black girl that died at the infirmary, that used to hang out, best friends with Andrea Rodriguez. Andrea, they used to work in property.
Cancer or something.
She had bone cancer.
Yeah, and Arlene Riel. She passed away in the pod, in G Unit. Do you remember Arlene?
I remember Arlene. I didn't know she passed away over there.
Not Real, it's another one. She had something wrong with her knee, like sepsis or something like that.
That's
And
the
they weren't
problem.
taking
They didn't
care
care
of it.
about your. They really didn't care about your health, and Miss Hickson really didn't want them to really do nothing. Cause in her eyes, if she let you die in the facility, she was still collecting money for you, and she wasn't even telling them. That's what she was doing. She was still collecting money off of inmates that wasn't even existing no more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy that they would have a lady like who ran fraud running a prison. Like I don't understand that.
Mr. Lopez, he got. I mean, it's sad that he died, but
The
he got
AW
what
was
he had
good.
coming to him.
Mm.
He was a straight crook. And all the CEOs over at Western, they the one that told me about it. They said, yeah, I ain't got nobody good as an assistant warden, because Lopez is a crooked son of a bitch. And that's exactly how they put it. They said, we didn't like him. A lot of the guy CEOs over there, they told me, they said, he is a crooked son of a bitch. That's the reason why he went over there to the women, because he couldn't get over on the men like he could y'all. He showed it. He was just as bad as Hickson. Cause Miss Fernandez, she the one that told me about Miss Hickson $5,000 light up desk. She made everybody come in her office and see it. You paid $5,000 for a desk that light up, but you sit here and let the women go months at a time without new underwears and socks and bras and stuff. You walking around here with 3, 4, 5, 6 diamond tennis bracelets on your wrist that we know you paid over $300 or $400 for each of them. And to come to find out, you know she was stealing money. Like all the girls that had big money in their accounts, she was stealing money out their account. Cause one girl had came and they had just brought her in, and she had some diamond earrings. Cause her kids sent her a picture of everything that she had before she got transported back to prison. She had a watch that was worth over $2,500. A whole lot of shit. That woman had big money. Okay? When her property came, and I seen Gina Martinez, Miss Martinez, I seen her walking with her bag going to the warden's office. And I told her when I got to the pod, because I was just leaving the shop with Mr. Lewis. And I told her, I said, what did you have in your bag when they brought you in? And she said, why? I said, but let me see if I'm right or not. I said, did your bag have a pair of black Nike tennis shoes, a black and white jogging suit, Nike jogging suit? I said, I could see it was a radio. I seen it was a purse. I seen it was jewelry because it was in a little bitty bag. She like, yeah. She said, everything in there was mine. She said, the sheriff made them sign a paper stating that all of her merchandise was in there. All her property was in there. You know, they stole all that woman's property, jewelry and stuff, and act like they don't know what happened to it. And when she told her daughter, called up there, and she said, well, you can help. I can tell y'all this much. All of my mom's jewelry was insured. And we got a copy of the statement where y'all signed for her jewelry when they came into her property when she got there. So either her property gonna be returned, or we fixing to notify her lawyer and we fixing to sue y'all for her merchandise. So whoever got it, her merchandise her jewelry better come back, or somebody fixing to go to jail for it. Baby, think that woman's jewelry and shit didn't come back. Oh, we found it. Oh, we found it. Oh, we found it. But it was not in the bag that came from this county jail. It was not in the county jail property bags.
Yeah.
Who were wearing it?
Miss Hickson. Miss Hickson got all that woman's jewelry. I mean, she had some big ass diamond earrings that she had in her ear. The watch she had diamonds all around it. She had diamond rings that was worth over $2,500. and she had like 4 or 5 of them. And they took pictures. The police is at the jail, county jail where she was at. They took pictures of every individual ring, her watch, her earrings, all of her expensive stuff. And that's when they made Warden Hickson sign the paper stating that all of her property was still there when they brought her in. And then her shit came up missing.
Imagine how
Imagine
many
how
people
many
they did
people
that
they did
to
that
though.
to though.
Because a lot
Because
of
a
people
lot of
don't
people
know
don't
to
know
say
to say
we have a
we have a
release that's
release that's
stating and
dating and
threatening the law
threatened the
school, right?
law,
That's the
right?
only
That's the
reason
only
why the
reason
lady
why
got
the lady got
notorious.
notorious. Yep. Her family, her kids did. They were sending her like 1,500 every 2 weeks to keep on her books to make sure she never had to worry about commissary. Why when she had all good 2 or 3, maybe 4 of her money orders miraculously disappeared. But where they made the mistake is that they was postal money orders and they got to be sent back to the post office. So they knew who cashed them. And Miss Hickson's name was all over them.
Wow.
Wow. She cashed that woman's checks. She sure did. She cashed that woman's money orders. I said, you supposed to be a warden. How dumb are you? What, in a postal money order? That is fair time. That's the reason why I tell anybody when they used to send me money orders, send them through the post office. Get a postal money order because if anything happened, y'all can go back and have them to pull it and see who cashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I said, I seen too much. I said that after that round, I said, I know I'm done. I can't do this because I would pick up a murder charge for people messing with my shit. So I said, I can't do this. I gotta go.
So what do you
So
think
what do you
about the
think about the
education
education
department and the
department and the
programs they have
programs
to
they have
offer?
to offer? The education, it was good to a certain extent. I mean, it helped the girls get their GEDs. It taught some of us how to operate on a computer. But then a lot of the stuff they was having them girls doing in education, they weren't even getting credited for it. They were sitting up there wasting their time doing something, thinking that they was getting credited for it to help them when they come out on the streets, and they really wasn't. They weren't helping them at all.
You're right.
And the
And the
caseworkers?
caseworkers?
What
Huh?
what is your
What is
opinion
your
on the
opinion on the
caseworkers?
caseworkers?
What do you think
What
they
do you
could have
think they
done
could have
different
done
to help
different to
women
help
stay
women
out?
stay out? They could have gave them better counseling when they got out to help them understand that this is not the life they needed to live. They didn't even try to give them nothing to look forward to when they came out. They didn't even try to give them no options of where they can go to get resources and stuff like that. They really didn't. And that's because Warden Hickson wanted it that way. Because she wanted to see them women come back. That because as long as they keep coming back, more money's going to be in her pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
get so
because they
much
get so much
money
money
for each
for
inmate.
each inmate. Yeah. Just like each inmate was supposed to be allowed for her to spend so much money on each inmate for their state issue, which she wasn't doing that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She got all this large amount of money. That's what I liked about Miss Fernandez. She told me everything. She like, y'all get a certain amount. She get a certain amount for each individual inmate in here to spend on them for their state issue. And she said, from what I see, she said, y'all not even as far as uniforms. We were supposed to have 7 uniforms for the whole week. We were supposed to get 7 pairs of pants, 7 shirts. We were supposed to have at least 2 to 3 pairs of tennis shoes or whatever state issue shoes, or unless we bought our own tennis shoes. And she wasn't even allowing us to do that, even if we bought it at the fucking catalog that came into the penitentiary. She still wouldn't letting us have it.
Hmm.
Oh, well, you only allowed 1 pair of shoes. Really? A pair of shoes and a pair of these funky ass Crocs.
And then they only
And
wash
then they
once a
only
week.
wash once a week. Yes.
Ah.
Like if that's
Once a
when you don't
fucking
have
week.
periods.
And see, and that's one thing I can say about Western. We got to wash at least 3 times a week over there. Each pod,
Yep.
each pod, like the first pod will wash on Mondays, the second pod will wash on Tuesday, the third pod will wash on Wednesdays, and they rotate just like that.
Yep.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's the way it was at Western.
Yeah. Did you live in the trailers?
Yeah.
So
So
Western
yep,
was
they
a
sure
lot
did.
different than Springer.
Western was a lot better because we can go to the gym, and we can go buy. I mean, it wasn't. We can go buy Banquets fried chicken. We can buy enchilada stuff to make chicken enchiladas. We had everything, ice cream, all of that at Western.
Really?
We had it way better at Western than we did at CCA. Yes. Yeah, we had it way better at Western than we did at CCA. Then Amanda Stinson was a bitch. I couldn't stand her.
Did you know that's Miss?
They finally
Do you
sent
know
her.
that's Missy Ortiz's wife, Amanda
Huh?
Stenson?
Uh-huh.
That's Missy Ortiz's wife.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yep.
She finally got away from Western to go to Los Lunas where Misty was. She finally made it over there.
Oh wow.
Yep. When she finally got us out of Western and sent us back to CCA, she was already getting ready to go to Los Lunas where Missy was.
Oh.
She didn't want to be there. She just wanted to get away from CCA because she wanted to go to Los Lunas where Missy was. And from what I can recollect from somebody saying that her and Missy didn't even stay together that long after she got over there. I don't know if they still are or not, but I know they didn't stay together long after she got over there because something went down.
Something happened. Oh wait. I remember what happened. Amal, I remember what happened. Missy got a DWI in Springer. One of the cops from Springer seen them leaving and called it in. But it was never in the paper. It was never in nothing. But it happened. It's in the public record. He got picked
He got picked up for a DWI.
Her and Bisky.
Do
Do you remember
you remember which one was Misty?
Misty is
Misty is the one that kind of looks like she has short hair. And she was always with Misty.
Her name is
Misty. The name sounds familiar.
They were picked up in the DWI in Springer. But the DA never indicted them on it.
Well, because Misty do have pull in the system.
She had to step down because of it. But she didn't get her job title full.
Wow.
Well, you know they have pull. Those people have a lot of
just like Hickson.
Yeah.
All the dirt that she did, her father, just because he had pull in CCA system, he got her transferred to another CCA facility in Colorado.
Wow. He's probably doing those same things over there.
I don't know, because you know why? Because she's over there with the men. She ain't with the women. She's with the men. So she ain't with the women. She's with the men over there in Colorado.
Yeah,
that's the reason why she went back.
The men are very different.
Yep, they are.
And they're about their money too.
They're not gonna let her play with them.
I know they're not.
No, they ain't. They will whoop her ass.
Oh, that's
But
right.
she couldn't leave until she got that ankle bracelet off though first. She was still custody of the state of New Mexico.
She was
She
when I
was when
got
I
to
got to
PCH. She
CCA,
had the
she
ankle
had the ankle
monitor on
monitor
still.
on still.
I seen
I
it.
seen it. Yep.
I was
They
freaking
all
out.
told
I
me
was
about
like,
it. I was
I
like,
can't
I
believe I'm
can't
in a
believe I'm in a
position where the
position
warden
where
has
the
the
warden
ankle
has an
monitor.
ankle monitor. And you know what it was behind? Some fucking Girl Scout cookies.
Were those the
Were
ones?
those the
Okay,
ones?
I
Okay,
think that
I
she
think that
brought
she
in.
brought in.
Didn't
She
wasn't she
did.
supposed
Wasn't
to
she
sell
supposed
them
to
to the
sell them to
ladies?
the ladies? She was selling them to the staff, but she kept all the money. Every bit of it. She didn't turn none of the money in.
That is so
That is so
illegal because
illegal
the Girl
because the
Scouts
Girl
is like a
Scouts is like a
non-profit.
non-profit. Yep.
It's for the
It's
little
for the
girls
little
to raise
girls to
money
raise
for
money for
activities throughout
activities
the
throughout
year.
the year. Yep.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
that's so
God, that's so
horrible.
horrible. She was something else.
Wow.
Wow. She didn't care. Where there was money involved, Arlene Hickson was involved.
That's right.
That's right. Cause just like the church, I think it was Legacy, gave them 10 or 15 turkeys, but the inmates to eat for Thanksgiving, you know, she gave it to the staff and gave us that grounded ass compressed turkey breast.
Wow.
Wow.
That's sad.
That's sad. Yeah. The church donated all them turkeys to the prison for us to have, and Miss Hickson gave it to the staff. She didn't give it to the inmates.
That's sad.
That's sad. Sure did. Cause I cooked Thanksgiving dinner. Cause the black lady, I can't think of her name. She was light skinned, the heavy set black lady that was in there. She asked me, could I come in there and make the dressing? Because they was gonna give us some fucking stovetop stuffing.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness. And when she found out, she said, I heard that you can make dressing, Miss Monroe, the old fashioned way. And I said, yeah, why? She like, would you please volunteer to come into the kitchen and make it? She said, I will get you a pass to do it. And I did it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's nice. I did. I made the dressing for everybody, and everybody found out who made the dressing. They like, that is definitely not no dressing that we made by CCA. They said no. They said cause Miss Gwen made the dressing.
oh,
Oh. So they did. That was the last Thanksgiving they had that I made, that I cooked the dressing for them.
how nice.
How nice. Cause after that they Miss Hickson fired her afterwards because a fight broke out in the kitchen, and somehow one of the girls got a hold to something and beat the shit out the other girl, and Miss Hickson told her it was her fault, so she got her fired. And it wasn't. She wasn't even working that day, actually. She was already off. You know, Miss Hickson had her picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did. She had her picks.
I remember
I
the
remember
lady.
the
What was
lady.
the
What was the
lady's
lady's
name that
name
worked
that worked
in
in
the
the
kitchen?
kitchen?
She was like Hickson's
She
friend,
was
I
like
think.
Hickson's friend, I think.
Do you remember
She
the
tried to
lady?
have everybody that worked in the facility for her. That was her
Yeah.
friends. Yeah. So that way she
Everybody
can get
was
away
her
with all the
friend.
shit.
I think that's. I
I
think
think
you're
that's.
right.
I think you're right. Yep. She did. She tried to make sure everybody that worked in that damn facility that was her friend, so that way they can cover up her dirt. Because they found out that she took a lot of the money that she's supposed to be spending on the female inmates. That she bought her husband a brand new sports car.
Wow.
Wow. For Christmas, she sure did. Bought her husband a brand new sports car. Had her whole complete house remodeled.
Did they make
Did
her
they
pay
make her pay
it back?
back? I don't know. I don't even know.
Wow. Hey,
Wow. But I know that they wrote me at Western. One of the girls wrote me at from Western. I mean from CCA to Western when I was at Western and told me they said the U.S. Marshals, the state police, the city police, all came and got her and escorted her out of CCA.
oh
Oh
wow.
wow! Go lay down, Venus. Go lay down, mamas. They sure did. They said, boy, when we seen that, they said all the women got to jumping up and down like she's gone. She's gone. And Assistant Warden Lopez, he didn't last long because he ended up dying.
He did.
But he got what he had coming to him. Yep.
Wow, that's
Wow,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Well, thank you,
Well,
Miss
thank you,
Gwen.
Miss
You told us a lot. I want you to come back.
Come on.
It was nice.
It was nice to
meet you.
meet you. You're welcome.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. You are so welcome, sweetie.
I'm gonna share it. So maybe you can share it with your friends.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, babe.
See you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.